Howdy, folks. Welcome to Tuesday's Tips. My name is Kenneth Thomas, and on Tuesdays, I like to take a little time to share a little bit about my passion for photography, give people some tips and tricks and that kind of stuff. Yesterday, I got in the mail something I have been waiting for for a little while. All right. This falls into the category of accessories. And I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. Now, if you're catching this on Facebook Live and you want to be able to comment and join in on the conversation, I need you to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give Facebook permission, StreamYard permission to access Facebook, so that way you can show up on the live stream. All right. Now, what I got in, is my new Platypod Extreme. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck is a platypod? Well, yeah, it's basically like a very portable type of tripod type setup. And when I say tripod type setup, what I'm talking about is this is basically something that allows you to set up for very low level for taking images. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble trying to get this thing off. And the other thing that it allows you to do is there's a lot of places where you might be wanting to shoot landscape photography and that kind of thing. And it's very difficult sometimes to actually get your camera set up in a stable position so that way you're able to, I'm shaking the whole table. So that way you're able to actually, get the images that you're looking for. All right. Now, one of the things that I found, and if I can get this thing to come off, see, I squished this thing down. Rip this thing. Just a second. And of course, my multi-tool isn't where I thought it was going to be. I just got this, okay? So I haven't even had a chance to really do anything with it yet. And I'm trying to get the protective cover off here, and it is not working well for me. All right, this is frustrating. Gotta love live videos. All right. Very frustrating. So when they ship it, to protect the threads on this, they have a little rubber cover, and that was what was giving me all the grief to try to get it off. Now, basically what this is it's something that allows you to give yourself a stable platform. And some of the accessories that you can get with it is like a stability belt. So that way, like say you had something that you wanted to take a picture of, and you could take the Platypod, set it up, wrap this belt around, and what that allow you to do to like attach it to a tree trunk or something like that. And the big benefit of this is that it gives you a way to have a very stable platform that can be on a very low surface. It has legs that pop down on it, so if you wanted to set it up, stable. And then these also come off to where they actually have spikes. So if you needed to set this on something, get a good grip on that, that'll do that for you. And then basically what you do is you have your tripod or your ball head that you would normally mount on your tripod. And what you do is it's mounted now on this. So this gives you the ability to set up a very low, very stable type platform that'll allow you to mount your camera to this, and then it gives you the ability to take those low angle shots or to set up on the top of a wall. And instead of trying to do something handheld, which can be very problematic for a lot of types of landscape photography and that kind of stuff, because a lot of times you're doing something where you're using a very small aperture because you want to have a large depth of field. So you've got to slow down your shutter speeds. And doing really slow shutter speeds can be very problematic when you're trying to do it handheld, because any little bit of motion and just trying to hold still, just holding it still for, upwards of a second, you can have enough slight motion in there to cause a completely blurry image. And another thing is, have you ever seen any of those pictures where they show the flowing stream, but the stream looks like it's just completely cream, and the flowing water looks like kind of misty and stuff? Well, that's done using a very slow shutter speed. So that way, instead of the water being frozen, you're capturing the motion of it over time, and it gives it that creamy appearance. That can also be done with lake shores, ocean fronts, and that kind of stuff as well. So trying to get some of those things without having a tripod can be very difficult. But some areas, trying to set up a tripod just doesn't really work for you. Okay, and that's where something like the Platypod here comes into play. It's basically just a flat plate, and there's several different ways you can use it. You can use it with the little legs. You can just set it down depending upon the surface that you're working on. And then again, you've got the belt that you can use to attach it to like tree limbs or even a post or something like that. And then once you have it attached, all you have to do then is work toward getting your camera level the way you want it. And there you go. You're able to start shooting with a very, very, very stable platform. And it gives you, just so many opportunities to take unique photographs in areas where it'd be very difficult with a traditional tripod. Now, you may be wondering about this ball head I have here. This is another product from Platypod, and what it is it's called a Platyball, and you can see there. And basically what this is, as you can see the little arrows, the little lines there, what it does is it's a digital level. So that way I can, regardless of what angle I end up having my base on, I can always move it and make adjustments to where I get the arrows all lined up. And it's kind of hard to see, but basically, I can get the arrows lined up, and it would work a lot better if this was actually attached to something. But as you can see, I can level it both vertically and horizontally, and that will allow me to have very, very stable, level photographs. The other thing that is really great about this is a lot of the ball heads, you have to loosen a nut and then move it and then try to tighten it. And that can be kind of problematic. And with this, you have these two levers right here. One loosens it up so that you can move it. And then the other one, as you pump it, it tightens it down. So you can adjust how tight it is so that you can make those fine adjustments and then lock it in. And it's so easy to use one-handed while you've got your hand on the camera to be watching your features and stuff. So these are a couple of products from Platypod, and I do not have any kind of spokesmanship or anything with them, but this is just a couple of products that I have gotten that I absolutely love, and I can't wait to really get out there and use them in the field and really get to experience what I can do with these things. So, and then the other thing is that both of them, the Platypod and the Platyball, both came with little plates, so I'll be able to use these on the bottom of my camera. That will allow it to lock in very easily with the Platyball, and it's such an easy lock in too. You just put it in there, and then you just twist, and you're locked. And it's locked, and then it's just a twist. So instead of trying to get it in there, and another thing where you're trying to use a screw to tighten it, which can be kind of difficult depending upon what all you have in your hands, this is something that is just so easy to use. You just get it in there, and you don't even have to have it dead center. You just get it on there, and it will center itself as it tightens down. So that is another feature on the Platypod that I just absolutely love. And you know, these are just a couple of my little toys that I've gotten that I really kind of wish I'd had before I made my road trip to Salt Lake City, because I know this setup right here would have been a heck of a lot easier to try to tote around when I was walking around in Arches National Park than trying to tote my normal full-size tripod. Now, granted, I got some great images with that tripod, but a full-size tripod versus something that's this big, there's no comparison. And they're also fairly durable, so it's very easy to you can just clip it onto your pack or anything like that with a carabiner. And there is a neoprene cover that goes on the Platypod to protect it, so that way it doesn't get scratched up and everything else. And it's and then there's the neoprene carrying case for the Platypod. Now, this is also something great if you're going to be using a fixed location on a fairly regular basis. They've got countersunk holes so that you can actually mount this into a wall or something like that with the screws. And it's just a very, very versatile, very simple little tool that packs down into nothing flat, literally, and will give you the ability to go out and do things that you just can't do otherwise. So I just wanted to share something with you guys, because I just think it's one of the neatest little gadgets I've seen yet. I can't wait to get it out in the field and really get a chance to do some low level, meaning low to the ground, and that kind of stuff. And then being able to, you know, mount this to a tree, it's going to give me an opportunity to do some background photography that's going to be pretty awesome as well. So that's kind of what I had for you guys today. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Now, as I have been for the last several weeks, I want to end this with talking about suicide. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, and you know, it is something that is deeply personal to me. I have attempted in the past. I have attempted suicide in the past. I have contemplated suicide, but I'm still here. And part of the reason I'm still here is I had help when I needed it. Now, if you don't have anybody to talk to, you don't feel like you have anybody that you can reach out to, call this number, 1-800-273-TALK. And that's 8255 if you don't want to look at the little letters on your phone. They're there to help you. And even though it may not feel like it right now, there are people who are going to miss you if you're not here. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary situation. You can get through this, and there are people who care. So reach out, because the world will be a sadder place without you in it. Now, if you're catching this on Facebook, make sure that you follow me, so that way you'll know when I go live. And if you're somebody who's catching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Let me know if you've got any ideas on things that you want me to talk about with tips and tricks. Hey, I want to know about this, or how do I use this? What's the most effective this? Give me some ideas, and I'll be happy to help you guys out with it. So until next time, folks, peace, love, and photography. And remember, everything can make a beautiful image, including you. Have a great afternoon. Bye.